All right, we're the Great Millstone, the Mountain AZ. And first and foremost, before we start, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah,
BAHASHAM,
YAHAWAHSHI. Double honors to the Apostle Great Millstone, and sincere citation to the Aki pushing his truth and sincerity. All right, and today basically we want to go into putting off the old man, because when you come to serve Yahawah, YAHAWAHSHI, you're chosen vessel, okay, to bring forth the Lord's word. And you have to bring forth the Lord's word in righteousness. So with that, you have to put out the old man. You have to, get rid of that person that you were, before you were chosen to come into this knowledge. All right, because you being chosen to come into this knowledge is for salvation. Okay, so there's a standard that the Lord wants us to uphold, because His word is pure, and to the best of our ability, we have to uphold that standard. All right, so we're going to start off in the book of John. You want to get that, brother?
This is John 3:1. There was a man of the Pharisees named Nicodemus, a ruler of the Jews. The same came to Yahawashi by night and said unto him, Rabbi, we know that thou art a teacher come from the Most High, for no man can do these miracles that thou doest, except the Most High be with him. The Most High, Yahawashi answered and said unto him, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born again, he cannot see the kingdom of the Most High. And that's going into, Yahawashi was giving him, a spiritual answer, man, because he told him pretty much, hey, man, you first have to put off that old man that you are and come into this truth being something afresh, like a baby, man, keep reading on. Nicodemus said unto him, how can a man be born when he is old? Nicodemus kind of got simple, man, because Yahawashi, he was of great understanding. He was very wise, man. Can he enter into the second time into his mother's womb and be born? Yahawashi answered, Verily, verily, I say unto thee, except a man be born of water and of the Spirit, he cannot enter into the kingdom of the Most High. And that's what all brothers went through, man. We were reborn in the Spirit, because before we had the spirit of the world. But, now we have the Spirit of YAHAWAHSHI, man. And the Spirit of YAHAWAHSHI is the Spirit of prophecy. So that's why you see us, preaching to the brotherhood, for the things that are to come, man, and to edify the body first and foremost, Yahawashi, verse 6, that which is born of the flesh is flesh. And that's what we were at one point, man. We were of flesh, we were carnal men, doing wickedness, surrounding ourselves by wickedness and wicked acts, man. We were breathing, walking flesh of wickedness, man, This is keep reading. And that which is born of the Spirit is spirit. And that's what we're trying to seek, man. We're trying to seek spiritual things, we're trying to live in a spiritual way, man. Everything that we do, we do through the Spirit, Hey, the Spirit guides us this way, we go that way, man. The Spirit tells us not to go that way, we won't go that way, man. And we try to, because the scriptures say that the temple of the Most High, we are the temple of the Most High, and you can defile your temple, man. So you got to keep everything that you do in the spiritual way, so you won't get caught up in doing anything wicked that's going to defile your temple,
Man, like the brother was saying, we all been given a new spirit, a new way of looking at things, because we wouldn't have the ability to go out and do this work if we would have that carnal spirit still was in us. Because a carnal man can't go out and do this work, man. A carnal man that's going to see the reward in sacrifice. A carnal man's not going to want to catch hell, for something as great as this. A carnal man wants to be in the world. So when we received this truth, we became born again, like the scripture says, because once the Lord started working with us, He started to change our inward parts. Like the head brother of our camp will say, it's a process, man. It's a process of you changing and growing into the man the Most High wants you to be. And I'm gonna get this real quick. This is Romans 6:6. It says, knowing this, that our old man is crucified with Him. And so our old man is crucified. We have YAHAWAHSHI, man. Our old man, our old way of thinking, our old mentality, our old way of believing is dead. It's nailed to the cross, so to speak, like YAHAWAHSHI was. And I'm gonna keep on going. That the body of sin might be destroyed, and that's why we crucify our old man. So that our sinful life that we lived in the former days is no longer, that we are no longer that person. That henceforth we should not serve sin. For he that is dead is freed from sin. that we be there with Yahawashi, we believe that we shall also live with him, knowing that Yahawashi, being raised from the dead, dies no more. Death has no more dominion over him. And so death has no dominion over us either, because we're not scared to die no more, man. Because we see gain in death, man. Like Apostle Paul said, man, he saw gain in death. Okay, brother?
And if I may say, us being dead with Yahweh Shai means that basically, we don't do things that will carry out a death sentence. We won't commit those sins that are unto death, because we sin, but we don't sin like that. You know what I'm saying? We're being made more perfect being. Go ahead, brother.
I'm gonna keep on going, man. It says, for in that he is verse 10, for in that he died unto sin once, but in that he liveth unto Yahweh. Likewise reckon ye also yourselves to be dead indeed unto sin. Right. And so the Apostle Paul said that we gotta take the example of Yahweh. We gotta kill that old man. We gotta crucify that old man, that old nature. And we can't serve sin no more, man. We gotta serve YAHAWAHSHI Yahawashi. And in serving YAHAWAHSHI Yahawashi, there's no place for sin, man.
That's right.
There's no place to, we brothers go off, but we go off because we're in these shades of darkness. We don't go off willingly, we go off because we stumble, we fall. But the scripture says, just man falleth, man. Keep on going, it says, likewise reckon ye also yourselves to be dead indeed unto sin, but alive unto Yahweh, the Meshach Yahawashi. Let not sin therefore reign in your mortal body, and ye should obey it in the lust thereof. And so the scripture always talks about the war between the spirit and the flesh, man. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. And us being in these shades of darkness that we're in right now, we constantly have to fight that battle. But the beautiful thing is that we know about the battle. We know about it. We know when we're catching hell with the flesh. We know what's going on, man. We know that we get attacked by demons, that we get tempted, we get afflicted, we endure hardships, and we know all this, man. We can sense it, we can see it. We're not just like a person in the world that we don't know what's going on with us. We don't know why things are happening to us, because we know when we catch hell, we know why these things are taking place, because that's just the Most High purging us into that new man. You know, brother? Okay.
This is the book of Ephesians 2. It says, and you have he quickened who were dead in trespasses and sins. Quickened means to have given the spirit and to have given life again. You know what I mean? Because when you learn about this truth, you learn about sin, because you don't know about sin unless you learn the law. And our people are running around lawless. They don't know. That's why they commit sins unto death without knowing that they're actually committing. They have a death sentence hanging over their head. But us, we've been quickened through the spirit of YAHWAHSHI Yahawashi. He's given us life. He's given us another chance by teaching us His word, teaching us His knowledge, and which we were dead, but now we're quickened again through His spirit. It says, and you have he quickened who were dead in trespasses and sin. So we were dead. It says, where in time past ye walked according to the course of the world. So yeah, we were in the world, man. At one point we were serving diverse lusts. We were disobedient, full of wrath and anger and you name it. Brothers know. Brothers can fill in the blanks. All right. It says, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience. So we see the children of disobedience, 2/3 of our nation, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the biblical Israelites. We see that spirit working in them through Satan. We see the works of the flesh, that they commit. And us coming into this knowledge, man, it's a fight. You know what I'm saying? You have to put that old man away. The spirit the Lord has quickened you with, you have to continue in that spirit. It says, among whom also we had all our conversation in times past in the lust of our flesh. Yeah, we were talking about all different types of wickedness, man. Of lustful things, carnal desires, with the other children of disobedience, being lost in the world, thinking about sinning, iniquity upon iniquity, not having no knowledge and understanding of who our power was, of righteousness. All right, it says, fulfilling the desires of the flesh and of the mind, and were by nature the children of wrath, even as others. Right. So naturally, we're the children of wrath. Naturally, we had that you steal from me, I'm gonna steal from you. You tell me something, I'm gonna tell you something. You know what I mean? You do this to me, I'm gonna do that. That's the children of wrath, man. And I'm going to continue. It says, but the Most High, who is rich in mercy, for his great love wherewith he loved us, even when we were dead in sins, hath quickened us together with Hamashiach. By grace ye are saved. So it's the Most High's that helped us. It's his good will towards us that he saved us by giving us this knowledge, because we were all those things at one point. And these people, they're totally lost in the world, tattooing all their bodies up. You know what I'm saying? Just doing all manner of filthiness, not knowing what they're doing, not knowing that they're going to have to pay. You know? Let's see. And hath raised us up together and made us sit together in heavenly places in Hamashiach YAHAWAHSHI.
I got something back you up, bro. All those acts that the thirst commit, man, that our people commit, we hate them, man. They vex the spirit of the elect, man. Lord willing, we are those men. This is Romans 12 and 9. Let love be without dissimulation. And the scriptures say that if you love the Most High, man, keep His commandments. And that's one of the main things that we coming into this new spirit. The spirit that YAHAWAHSHI has blessed us with is to follow the commandments to the best of our abilities, man. It reads on. Abhor that which is evil, cleave to that which is good. That's the lifestyle that brothers live, man. We abhor that which is evil. We see something evil, we stay away from it, man. But and anything that's good, which the only good thing that to do in this world, man, is preach YAHAWAHSHI, man. And you best believe we trying to be as close as possible to that, man.
That's something.
This is the book of Colossians 3 and 9. It says, lie not one to another, seeing that he had put up the old man with his deeds, right? So, we have to be honest with each other, man. You know what I'm saying? When brothers ask us things, hey, we got to be honest, you know what I mean? And put up the old man, the old ways that you were. Whatever you like to do, whether you were you were a drunkard, or you name it, man. Whatever manner of sin, whatever person you were in the world, you know what I mean? You have to put that old man away, that old person away, man.
You got some more?
I got them.
Go ahead.
Ephesians 4:22. That ye put off concerning the former conversation of the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust.
That's deceitful lust. So the key word in that is deceitful, because the things that we were believing, and the way that we were walking before we got to the truth, those were nothing but lies, man. That's why the scripture called it deceitful lust, because we were tricked by them. Those are all basically the traits that Esau taught us how to do. Because we learned wickedness from the so-called white man, because he is the wicked of the earth. It's in Jake's spirit to be right, to do right, man. Because Jake on the whole is a spiritual people, but he don't follow the right path, he don't follow the right truth. But that's because through the curses, the curses said that he was going to serve gods of stone and wood. You know what I'm saying? You got some more? Go ahead.
And be renewed in the spirit of your mind.
And be renewed in the spirit of your mind, man. That means you gotta, like the brother said, man, you gotta be as new babes, man, designed a sincere milk of the word. You gotta forget everything you learned from Esau and his system, and you gotta relearn this truth. You know what I'm saying? This truth is all brand new, and you gotta set aside all those beliefs that you had beforehand.
Yeah, I got something. This is Psalms 34 and 11. Come ye children, hearken unto me, I will teach you the fear of the Lord. What man is he that desireth life, and loveth many days, that he may see good? Keep thy tongue from evil, and thy lips from speaking guile. Depart from evil, and do good. Seek peace, and pursue it. The eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous, and his ears are unto their cry. Hey man, that's what we're speaking about. That's what you do when you come into this truth, man. If you're sincere about it, you're gonna try to put off that old man the best way you can, man. It's not gonna be easy, of course, but hey, you gotta give it your best try. That's all you can do at the end of the day, right?
I got something for you. This is 2 Corinthians 5:17. Right? This therefore, if any man be in Hamashiach, he is a new creature. You know what I'm saying? So, the Lord, he had died for the elect, man, giving you this knowledge. You walk in a newness of life. So you didn't, Apostle Paul spoke about, he was a he said, an injurious man. What did he say? He said, and I did it ignorantly in unbelief, because he didn't believe in Yahushua, prior to him, being knocked off the horse on the way to Damascus. You know what I'm saying? So we do things before we came to this truth. We did things in ignorance. We didn't know what adultery was, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they taught us that unless she had a ring on in the paper, hey man, you could do the deed. But we didn't know what it was. We didn't know what that stealing was unto death, or murders, or what else?
Or eating pork.
Pork,
Or
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Disobeying your parents, things like that. In the ancient world, man, you used to get stoned for those things, man. But as we got this knowledge and the grace of the Lord, His kindness to us, gave us this truth, man. He basically gave us like a new shot, because we did it ignorantly. We'll run that back real quick. 2 Corinthians 5:17. Therefore, if any man be in Hamashiach, he is a new creature. Old things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. And you got to keep that new. You got to maintain that new man. You got to maintain that spirit that the Lord has given you. You got to struggle, like the brother was saying, man. You got to fight. You know what I'm saying? Because this truth really is a fight, man. You know what I'm saying? To maintain this knowledge in your position, that YAHAWAHSHI Yahushua has given you.
God, man, and I got something that the brother was saying, to maintain this new position. The scriptures told us how to do that, man. This is 1 Peter 1:13. It says, wherefore gird up the loins of your minds. So that's what you got to do, man, to walk in the spirit, to not walk after the former lust, man. Gird up the loins of your mind. That means you got to protect your thoughts, because your thoughts control your actions, man. It says, be sober and hope to the end for the grace that is to be brought unto you at the revelation of Messiah Yahawashi. So our mind always got to be upon that penny that we're going to receive for doing this work, man. That's how we remain sober, man, because we constantly thinking about our reward. So if you're constantly thinking about your reward, your penny, and you're going to continue to do this labor, man, because you're going to get, because the scriptures say that the Lord repays those that do His work, man. I'm going to keep on going. As obedient children, not fashion yourself according to the former lust in your readings that the brother was talking about, man.
Go ahead, brother. I'll get you. This is Romans 12:1. It says, I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice. Right? So you have to walk. You have to walk knowing that you having this truth, man. That you could die for this truth, man, and you have to be ready for that. It says, holy, right? Holy, which means separate, dedicated to the Most High, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. So it's a reasonable thing for us to give up our lives for the Lord, who gave up our lives for us, man. Us, Lord willing, we be that hopeful elect. It says, and be not conformed to this world. So you no longer are stuck, in the ways of this life, man. The scripture said in Ephesians that we just read through the Spirit that we sit in heavenly places in Yahawashi Hamashiach. So if I may say, the angels know who we are, man. The scriptures say, do not the angels rejoice of one sinner that repented? It says, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. So as your mind changes, as you get deeper into the scriptures and you do sit downs and stuff like that, that new creature that you are, you have to renew yourself also. The way you walk, your mannerisms, the way you speak, you know what I'm saying, the way you dress, music you listen to, even that too, man. Even that too, you got to check. Even that too, you got to take into consideration, man. Everything. The Lord's coming for a holy people, man, a clean people, man. And, through the Spirit, man, hey, brother, be pondering on that. I was talking to a brother earlier, Tazar, man, we were talking about that.
I just want to say, bro, it's true though. Even when we out there in the world, man, the way you carry yourself, you gotta carry yourself differently, man. You can't be acting like a nigga out there. You gotta even the 2/3, man. You gotta treat them in a different way, man. Even Esau, these Edomites, man. You gotta walk with like the scriptures say, be wise as snakes, harmless as doves, man. You gotta act accordingly, man. Because the scriptures they enlighten you to be someone else, man. Someone stronger and greater, man. Because this is a true knowledge right here. This is the guidance to how to be a man, man. This teaches you how to really be a man, man. It teaches you everything, man.
Hey, come, man, like the brother said, this truth, it gives you a backbone, man. It shows you how to carry yourself, like the brother said, man. It shows you how you're supposed to treat your woman. You're not supposed to let her walk all over you. It shows you how to treat your family, man. It shows you how to be at the job site, man. You do your business, man. And the scripture says, hate not laborious work, man. It shows you how to treat these 2/3, man. That brother said, why the servant hearted dog, man. But it shows you that we don't cast our pearls to the swine. That's how we treat these 2/3, man. We don't go here go around talking about this truth because they know that they're gonna accept it. But like the brother said, man, this truth, it gives you that guidance, man. It gives you that moral compass, so to speak, on how to walk in this truth, man. How to be a brother, man. It shows you how to be a brother. It shows you how to care for another man. We never learned that before. We never knew that type of brotherhood, man. We never had that. You know what I'm saying? We never had these great gifts that we have now, man. That's all through the blessing and power of the Spirit of YAHAWAHSHI, YAHAWAHSHI, man. Go ahead, bro.
It's a little bit more right here, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
It says that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. See, because you got to examine yourself, man, whether you be in the faith, man, and prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. By the renewing of your mind, you start to look and see, hey, man, you know what? Is this the real will of the Lord? Would the Lord like this? If the Lord was here in front of me, would he like me treating my brother like this? Would he like, me doing this, saying this, or, whatever the case may be? Like, you have to prove what is that will of the Lord, man, because, like the brother said, we didn't know any of that before. So us coming to this truth, we know it now. So now, with the Spirit dealing with us, man, you have to really examine, are you walking according to the ways of the Scriptures? And if you're not, you got to check yourself, man. And that's something that every brother, he does in this walk. He looks, deep. I know brothers at night, I don't know, I'll just say this, man. Brother wake up in the middle of the night and be thinking like, man, am I doing things right? You know what I'm saying? Because we doing this for salvation, man. We ain't losers like the world. And the world they got a born to lose sticker on their chest, man. They just doing all these manner of wickedness, being conformed to this world, just ready to die, man. We ain't in that spirit, man. We trying to survive out here. We trying to make it, man. We ain't looking for no money, man. We're not looking for no glory. We're looking for how to find the perfect will of the Heavenly Father, man. How to make it home, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's pretty cool. This is are you done with that?
Kind of.
This is Isaiah 1:6. Wash you, make you clean. Put away the evil of your doings from before my eyes. Cease to do evil. Learn to do well. Seek judgment. Relieve the oppressed. Judge the fatherless. Plead for the widow. Come now and let us reason together, said the Lord. Though your sins be as like scarlet, they shall be white as snow. Though they be red like crimson, they shall be as wool. If ye be willing and obedient, ye shall eat the good of the land. But if ye refuse and rebel, ye shall be devoured with the sword, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken it.
Brother.
Hey, man, and that's what it is, man. We're trying to be that white. We're trying to be white as snow, man. Which means pure. We're trying to be pure, man, up in here, man. We're trying to push this word to the best of our abilities and just do the work, man, and try to live the most righteous lifestyle that we can, man, in this fucked up ass society, man.
Kind of like the brother said, we're trying to be pure. And another word for pure is sanctified, man. We're trying to be sanctified, what? Through the Spirit. Because that's how you get sanctified. You get sanctified through the Spirit. We're trying to separate ourselves to the best of our ability from this world, man. Not like we always bringing up, not following those former lusts, man. That's putting out the old man. That's putting out the old man. That's crucifying the old man. Crucifying the former lust, man. Walking to a completely different lifestyle, man. Because the life that we live now, we conform our life to this truth. We don't make the truth conform to our life, man. So we do things that's going to fit into this truth and fit into the path that we walk. Whether it's a job that we take, or whether it's the things that we do and think about, like the brother said, the music that we hear, or the things that we see, or the people that we interact with. We make all those decisions based on our walk in this truth, man. You boys got something?
I got something. This is the book of Jeremiah 15 and 19. Because at the moment, right now, we have a position to what? To lead Israel, man. All the brothers in the camps, man. We have we're leaders, man, of our people. And with that, we have to make sure that we're living according to the word, and that we're able to guide the people and be as the mouthpiece of the Lord. This is Jeremiah 15 and 19. Therefore, thus saith Yahawah, if I return, then will I bring thee again, and thou shalt stand before me. And if thou take forth the precious from the vile, thou shalt be as my mouth. Let them return unto thee, but return not thou unto them. Right? So, if we separate the precious from the vile, hey, the Lord will be with us, and we'll be as His mouth, man. We'll be prophets speaking His word, man. And that's the biggest office you can have, man, is being a prophet. To prophesy, to say beforehand the destruction of America, to lead our people into righteousness, and that's the position. That's the reason why the Lord gave us His truth and made us a new man. You know what I'm saying? To be able to lead forth our people, and that's what the Lord is doing. When He chastises us, is to purge us. You know what I'm saying? Take away that those certain things about you that are not profitable to the ministry. All right, so that the people can come unto you and learn from YAHAWAHSHI, because that's really what the words are. They're His words. They're not our words.
God, you got something? No?
You got something else? Okay.
Because the brother was bringing up that jobs, and part of, being in this truth is, you check your priorities, man, checking what you're really about, because the scriptures say, man, this is Hebrews 13:14, for here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. Because this shit's gonna end, man. There's nothing really that you could build here, because everything that you build here is gonna get blown up by the missiles, man. But we seek that kingdom to come, man. Like the scriptures say, make yourself treasures in heaven where where wrath nor robbers can get it, man. And that's what we're seeking, man. And that's part of being in this new spirit, being able to, setting your priorities in check, man. Thinking about, having that kingdom, man. You think like a king, man. You think with authority, man. You don't think about like, I'm gonna get this, that. Nah, man. We seeking that heavenly kingdom, the kingdom of YAHAWAHSHI, man, that's to come, and that's what we're seeking here, man.
Kind of like the brother said, man. Hey, if you got that king mentality, you're not gonna be trying to do no 2/3 shit, man. Because you're gonna be above that. You're not gonna be trying to be like gangsters and criminals, so to speak, or so-called, man. Because your mentality is gonna be higher than that. Your moral compass is gonna be higher than that, man. Because the Spirit's gonna be in you to not even worry about or care about those things, man. Who cares if Flacco down the street got a fucking 64 Impala, man? Who gives a fuck? We don't seek those things like the brother said. We seek spiritual things, man. We're past all that. That's something.
Matthew 18:3, and He said, verily I say unto you, except ye be converted, and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven.
That's a requirement that the Lord put down, man. You have to be born again. You have to relearn all this whole thing again. You have to be washed in the Word. You have to put out the former loves. Because if you're not willing to do that, read what that back.
And He said unto you, verily I say unto you, He said, verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Son, if you're not willing to do that, you shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven, man. So there ain't no halfway in this thing. Like the scripture said, you either be hot or cold. If you're lukewarm, I'll spit you out my mouth, man. So there ain't no halfway in this thing. You can't keep one foot in the world, when one foot in this truth. I mean, you gotta walk in this world, but you're not. But the brother said we're not walking after the former lust, man. So it's really. So the requirements are there. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it, man. You gotta put off that old man. If you're not willing to do that, then you ain't gonna make it.
And the Most High say that He's a man that hates pride, man. Because if you can't really do that, man, it's because your pride don't allow you to do it, man. Because when you come into this truth, you could be there could be a younger brother in age than you, but he's older in the spirit, man. And you're gonna have to pretty much take that under that brother because he knows more than you, man.
If the Lord put him head over you, then you got to take His instruction as rebuke, man. That's where humbleness comes in. And the scripture said that the Most High will deal with the humble and the meek, man. Go ahead, brother.
I got a precept, brother. This is Isaiah 55:7. It says, let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man his thoughts. Right? So like the brother was saying, man, you got to be willing to do those things, man. You got to be willing to forsake those wicked ways, man, and the unrighteous thoughts. All right? And let him return unto Yahawah, and He will have mercy upon him. So the scriptures are telling you right there, man. Hey, the scriptures also tell you, hey, and his arm is stretched out still. YAHWAHSHI has always been there. It's us that haven't been there.
That's right.
That's what also the scriptures say. Man says, hey, are not the Lord's ways equal? But the Lord says, no, wait a minute, aren't your ways not equal? I believe it's in the book of Jeremiah. So the Lord is equal, man. The Lord is fair. It's man. You know what I'm saying? It's Israel, man. It's the Israelites, man, the tribes that have been wicked and have forsaken the Lord. It says, and he will have mercy upon him, and to the Most High he will abundantly pardon. See, the Most High, YAHWAHSHI, hey, they will abundantly pardon, because this, hey, we read, we were dead. You were dead in trespass and sins, but the Lord has quickened you, man. You know what I'm saying? The Lord's going to abundantly pardon, man, if you forsake that wickedness.
Let's got some. I got this right here. This is Genesis 35 and 2. It says, then Jacob said unto his household and to all that were with him, put away the strange gods that are among you, and be clean, and change your garments, man. And so that's what we got to do on a spiritual level. We got to change our garments. We got to change those filthy rags. Well, scripture said that white is filthy rags, but we got to change those worldly rags that we had, and we got to put on these spiritual garments, man. That's why it's symbolic that we wear these garments, man. You know, because we separate ourselves from this world. You know, that's why brothers, when they go on the highways and byways, they wear the garments, man, because that's a symbolic of
for keeping the commandments.
Keeping the commandments and separating ourselves from the rest of society, man. You know, you got some
back you up, bro. This is 2 Esdras 2 and 45. He answered and said unto me, they that have put off the mortal clothing, and put on the immortal,
that's beautiful,
and have confessed the name of the Most High, now are they crowned and receive palms. You know, that's what the brother going into, man. You know, we put off that mortal clothing. And what is that mortal clothing? The mortal clothing is living in this world doing wickedness, man, and putting on that immortal clothing is renewing your spirit and being in the spirit of YAHWAHSHI, man, which is life, you know?
Right, brother. Hey, in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, the first chapter says righteousness is immortal, man. So being righteous, hey, man, you're going to get eternal life, man. Wickedness, the scriptures say that the wage of sin is death, man. I got this, brothers. This is Titus 2 and 11. For the grace of the Most High that bringeth salvation hath appeared to all men. Right, man. Do we not have grace, man? The Lord has given us His truth for what? For salvation. All right? It hath appeared to all men, right? The elect. You know, us, you know, but what will be that hopeful elect? It says, teaching us that denying ungodliness and worldly lusts, we should live soberly, which means a sound mind. Righteously, meaning being just, you know, and godly in this present world, right? You have to deny ungodliness, man. You have to deny, you know, worldly lust, the things of the world, man. You know, pride, you know, trying to be vain, you know what I'm saying? Being carnal, trying to please the flesh. It says, looking for that. It says, looking for that blessed hope and the glorious appearing of the great power and our Savior YAHWAHSHI HaMashiach. And that's what all the brothers are doing right now. And we're looking forward to that. You know, we have hope, man. We're looking forward to that glorious appearing of Yahweh Hashem YAHWAHSHI.
You got something?
I got some, just a quick one. I don't know if brother brought it up, but this is Luke 9 and 23. And he said unto them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. And we take up the cross daily, man, you know, because we live in a fucked up society, man. You know, America is a fucked up society, man. You see sins everywhere, and you know, we're on a daily put on that cross, you know, that we live as a living sacrifice, man. That's what we do, put on that cross, because that's a sacrifice. You know, we're putting on that sacrifice on a daily state, you know, sacrificing ourselves to not do sin and not do wickedness, man, you know.
But that's something, I'll just close it out on this, man. This is Romans 8 and 6. It says, I'll start at 5. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh. And that's the majority of you 2/3 out there, man. You know, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're worldly and you follow Esau's spirit. But the they that are the spirit, and that's hopefully us brothers, man. You know, we're after the spirit, like we said earlier. Only the spirit has a beginners for us to go out there and do this work, man. But they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit, For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace, man. And so that being said, man, we went through of how we got to put out the old man, and basically putting out the old man is not walking after the flesh no more, and the new man is walking after the spirit. You know, so to the best of our abilities, we gotta walk after the spirit, walk in the spirit, be in the spirit, man. How do you do that? You do that by making videos, by going out in the highways and byways, by getting to the word, by fellowshipping with brothers, by constantly being active in this truth. That's how we stay in the spirit, man. With that, we hope that lesson was edifying, man. We want to say Barak to Yahawah,
Barak to Yahawah,
Barak to Yahawashi,
Barak to Yahawashi,
Barak to Yahawah,
Barak to Yahawah,
Barak to Yahawashi,
Barak to Yahawashi,
Barak to Yahawah,
Barak to Yahawah,
Barak to
Barak to
Yahawashi.
Yahawashi.
Shalom.
Shalom.